Welcome to the No Budget Indie Filmcast, where we dip into the independent film universe to highlight those little films that you might not have heard about elsewhere. Will you agree with our panel, or will our panel agree with each other? Tune in to find out. I am Milo Dennison, and with me, as always, is Claire Milan.
Hello.
And Cahill Feeney.
Hello.
All right, Claire, what are we watching this week?
So this week, I decided to choose a nice, uplifting film, after Christmas and everything. So I chose an animation called Tales from the Multiverse.
After the depression of Christmas.
Yeah. Was Christmas
bad? No, after the depression of Christmas being over. Because I was telling the guys there, I love Christmas. I mean, our tree came down yesterday and I was really, really upset. But I love Christmas. I even buy my own Christmas presents. So it's great. So after the whole depression of Christmas being over, I wanted to choose something really upbeat, So I chose an animation called Tales from the Multiverse, directed by Magnus Moller, Meta Tanjay, and Peter Smith. It's an animation made by a Danish company and a Danish animation house called Tumblehead. So God is at the start and he's playing I don't know if anyone remembers those DOS, what do you call it, DOS? You're slightly older than me.
Oh yeah, DOS, yeah.
Do you remember those?
What's the name of that? You two old guys? What do you remember that?
What's it called? Yeah. Sorry. So even I remember that. I remember the floppy disks and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's called DOS, is it?
Well, actually, that looks like a very old sort of Windows.
Yeah, no,
I think so too. That's like an early version of Windows or the old
original one.
3.1
Apple interface.
So God is at the start and he's on this really old version of Windows and he's creating the universe. And then he's a single parent and kids are fighting Jesus and the devil and getting annoyed. So he puts little animation thing figures into the computer program, and then he goes away to deal with the kids, and the whole thing blows up, and there's dinosaurs and things fall. I think it's Adam falls down and he hits this alien creature who has a knock-on effect and goes down to Earth, and things explode, and there is dinosaurs eating people, and everything goes all over the place, and the Earth is flat because the characters can actually stand on the Earth instead of it being round. I thought it was a really funny, quirky, lighthearted film with a lot of layers to it as well, because there's probably there's obviously a religious theme to it, being God and Jesus and the devil, but it makes you kind of think a little bit about creation. And maybe there is a God up there like that who accidentally did stuff and created the Earth, We don't know, but I just found it really humorous. I loved the pacing of it. It was very, very comedic, and just the animation. And it was 7 minutes long, but seemed a lot quicker. And yeah, I just really loved it. I loved the mug at the start is saying it's a bug, not a feature. I thought that's really cool. So I kind of paused it in parts to read certain things. So what did you guys think of it?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was quite funny, quite irreverent. It sort of did juxtapose a few different ideas, this kind of the end of the world and the beginning of the world, and this flat Earth theory and all this kind of stuff. But it was quite fun, there was quite a few good gags in there. Maybe they should have a disclaimer at the end of it, just because there are probably people out there who do believe that humans and dinosaurs existed at the same time. Yeah.
There definitely are people out there like that. There's a museum in, I don't know, Alabama or some southern U.S. state that has you can walk around and they've got setups of dinosaurs with humans and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they could have existed at the same time. I'm probably one of those crazy people you're talking about, but they could have possibly existed at the same time.
The paleontology and ontological evidence suggests that they didn't. Right. So I think the last dinosaur era was 65 million years ago, and I think humans sort of appeared 6 million years ago. So
Yeah.
there's a big gap there. Unless there was some sort of early version of Homo erectus or whatever. But yeah, I liked it. I did. I find it quite entertaining, and it seems to be a series of these multiverse films. I only discovered that now, so I might check them out. So it's just good entertainment. I don't think
it's a Danish animation company. There seems to be like a good kind of a group of them doing it. But yeah, I just really enjoyed it, and it's lighthearted and makes you think. I love those type of films or animations.
Yeah, like when it started watching it, it almost felt like, here, look how cool we can make animation look. But then you just it's so much fun to watch how they interconnect each little story with a little, static cut, and then they show on to the new thing. It kind of reminded me of Monty Python a little bit, how they kind of would do that now for something completely, and then would cut to some just random thing, and then they'd cut back to the main thing, and which was kind of really nicely done here and too, and yeah, just their take on it, like, well, clearly the earth is flat, because if if it's round, people are going to fall off, obviously. So total proof there. And just the idea of that God is just kind of sitting in front of this old computer, kind of getting earth created and stuff, and being distracted. So anyone who works from home that has children running around probably can relate to that, or anyone who's worked in tech can relate to the whole, it's not a bug, it's a feature comment of like, oh yeah, no, that's by design. And it's really, it's like, that was
and
not.
bear in mind, this was actually made before the coronavirus. So it's very relevant to people working from home now, but it's very relevant. And I loved in the picture behind me the young Jesus and the devil, and then the little angel, the angels.
And Jesus has a mustache.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say Jesus got most of the blame there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like it. I know. Interestingly, I'm going to dredge up a couple of interesting facts there, talking about time and stuff like that. That the notice the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which I guess was the green monster there, and the Stegosaurus, which is the one with the kind of the scaly back, the arch scaly back. That the distance, the time difference between the T-Rex and the Stegosaurus was longer than the time distance between the T-Rex and us. There you go.
That's interesting.
Yeah. People don't realize how long dinosaurs inhabited the earth in comparison to human beings. Like, I mean, this is dinosaurs, this is us, kind of a thing.
That's crazy. So how many years dinosaurs? Did you say 65 million?
I think there was different periods. I think there was 3 different periods.
Yeah.
So the last one was 65 million years. I think maybe 200 million years ago or something like that, before the comet. I liked as well to see the end. I think we're near the end, where the guy in the little house at his table, and he's looking out at this dinosaur, wreaking havoc, and he just pulls down the blinds.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't see it. No, not my problem. And I think that's a lot of people's attitude to everything, bury your head in the sand.
Did you notice the timing when the egg fell on the table and then the cup fell off afterwards? It was like the egg fell and then it was like a second, and then the cup kind of like went off. It was kind of funny. It was like,
that was quite good. Yeah, like it was good. There was very good humor in it. Like, I mean, even when you had the little baby dinosaur and the woman was kind of petting it, I sort of expected it to, bite her hand.
That was
off.
hilarious.
And like, oh wow, this is pretty cool.
What's amazing about
I was expecting it to bite the hand, not
actually did. But what's amazing about this script is the beats in it. Like, as in you said the egg fell and then the cup, and the one thing when he meets the woman, like, they're beats written into the script, I'd say, and they're so clever. There's multi-layered, more clever than what appears, you know, and that's what creates all the comedy and humor in it.
Yeah, it's definitely the timing really adds to it. And if you didn't get that right, it certainly wouldn't be as fun as it is.
And actually, you know, the atom that fell on the guy that fell on the spacecraft, was that the first guy, I think?
Oh, that he dropped onto the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to rewatch it again. You could be right. So it was in the process. So, and that fell off into space. Oh, that's good. You're right. I bet you that is him.
Yeah, I think it was the leaf. Yeah, that was Adam, wasn't it?
Because when he dropped the first guy on the Earth, but it was round and it slid off into space before he turned it flat. So he was probably just falling through space.
Actually, it's one you could watch a few times. Like
it only just occurred to me now. I must have to admit, I was wondering. I was trying to figure the time. I thought he was on it. Oh yeah,
that's true. That would work.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Good, yeah. So
all right,
check them out.
Ratings time. All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
So yeah, I really liked it. I thought the animation was brilliant. The writing was good, and I remember, and we did one way back when called Rejected, which was a bunch of shorts as well. And I looked and I gave that one 5 stars. So I'm going to give this one 5 stars.
Wow, cool.
Janie.
I picked it.
Well, okay. Well, well, I wouldn't say it was quite similar to Rejected. I mean, I thought Rejected was much kind of darker, more
definitely very much darker.
Yeah. And I like this. You know, I've no complaints about it, but I will give it 4 stars.
Okay, it's really good. So for me, I loved it. I think it made me think a lot, and like it didn't absolutely blow me out of the water, but I really did love it. So I'm going to give it 4 stars.
All right, you heard it here, No Budget Filmcast listeners. We really liked this. Of course, we'll throw the link out there for you as well, so you can have a watch and let us know what you think. On Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, you can find us. We're at No Budget Show, or leave a comment or review or whatever you want to leave to let us know what you think of the film. And with that, we'll just say, we'll see you next time, and goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye. The time from Cleopatra to us is shorter than the time from Cleopatra to the building of the pyramids. Oh, sorry. The timing of the that's true.
She was alive to when the last pyramid was built.
Yeah. So actually, she's closer to the moon landing than she is to the pyramids being built.
Ah.